Hi, everybody. This is Mike Levin from Genuine Trading. We're going to go over this week's recap of all that happened. And it really was a pretty crummy week, to be quite honest. If we look at this from a daily perspective and we zoom in, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, after last Friday's close, which was kind of poor, where we broke out, but then we settled down lower, not really a good candle there. Then Monday, not so good. Tuesday, pretty bad. Wednesday, more continuation. We tried to get up on Thursday, but came back down. And then the earnings that came out on Friday morning, even though financially they weren't too bad for the financial companies like Wells Fargo and JP Morgan, they weren't enough to lift the market. And some of the technology companies have also been coming in. So let's take a look. The way we do it here, if you haven't seen what we do in a weekly recap, is what I like to do is I like to look at them either on an hourly and a 15-minute basis, and we start at the highest price stocks and work our way down. We don't own all of these in our portfolios. In fact, the actual one called portfolio is one where we actually have the ones that we actually own. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at these based upon highest price and work our way down. Amazon, the only one we actually have a short in. Amazon, I have a short at 259.30. Not too far from the highs, and we're coming into an area of support around that 240 to 242 area. I have to say, though, on a pardon me here, on a 15-minute basis, this is kind of looking like it's pressing against the bottom in here. We'll probably come in a little bit lower to where this trend line is coming up from. So I'm going to take this out to an hourly, and you're going to see how this is held in. Let's see if this will work here. I'll just do it like this. Take it to a daily. And you can see this is the daily moving up, this channel, and this is a nice little gap area. This is where I think everything is going to resolve itself. I think we're going to get a sell-off, particularly here in Amazon. I think it's way overpriced from so many different metrics. I think we come down to the 205, 210 area. Sometime during the month of late October, early November, right before the elections. Again, I don't know who's going to win this time. With what's going on with Romney and the economy, a lot of people are thinking that he's going to be better for the economy. I don't know. So I don't really have an opinion either way. But Amazon, I think it's coming down. Sohu, we had some calls on Sohu that looks like they're going to expire worthless. We got into them on the way up, but we never get out of them, and they've been a slow bleed. Sohu, pretty bad daily candle. It's engulfing, not looking good, probably going to break down. Next, soda. I like soda as it was popping up in this area. I like it for the longer term. For the shorter term, it's not really looking good, but one thing I think is going to carry soda is not just the fact that they actually have some very, very good metrics insofar as price-earnings ratios, price to sales, things like that. But now they're going to be replicating not just soda drinks, not just iced teas, not just lemonades, but energy drinks. I think that's going to be huge for them. And I literally think the stock is up 50% from under 36. I think it runs up to the top of this channel right up in here. I think it goes to the 54 level, kind of like the spike like this. Very, very big short position. Soda, core holding, soda. Walter Energy. Walter had a really nice rally over the past week, as you can see in here. We get a nice, is this a reverse head and shoulder pattern where there's the neckline? Could be. I've actually held this down way too long, and I haven't sold enough calls against it to lower my price. So I'm probably going to be able to get out even or with a nice little profit. I like the coal stocks. U.S. Steel, loving this. Our net cost here was roughly around $18.85. I sold the 22 calls for 45 cents this week, and I pulled in, our net cost is now $18.40. We're agreeing to sell it at 22 by next Friday. So we got 1 week left. I'd love to see this thing stay under 22, and then we can write more calls against it and constantly lower our price. Travelzoo, pre-announced. It wasn't a bad pre-announce, but whenever you pre-announce something and you don't expect things to be that great, we just took a little bit of a hit. Our net cost was $21.15. We're now below our net cost for the first time. We initially did a buy in here, and then we did our second buy right around 22 and change as this was breaking out on the upside. So our other buy was right in here a couple weeks ago. but now we're a little bit below. I still think that once all is said and done, that this is going to be something that you're going to see M&A activity on right in this area is where they had actually said they're looking to maximize shareholder value. I'm going to lower my price. I think they'll probably do something in the high 20s. It's my target. Best Buy is a new one to the list. I added Best Buy at $18.15. So many different articles coming out, so much press that the guy Schultz, who started the company, who still owns over 20%, is working with private equity groups to try and get some interest to take over the company. And I think he's going to do it. And I think they are going to be able to compete with Amazon to a degree. You got to have at least one company that's out there in the electronics arena selling the TVs and electronic devices. I say it's going to be Best Buy. And rumors that 24 to 26 is the price range. I think it's very reasonable. Like that, I have some options on it as well. Sippy's been meandering in here. There's a couple ways you can look at this. I'm going to look at it a little bit bearishly for a second. Let me get rid of this little pattern that it was in and say, does this look like a little head and shoulders that it looks like it's going to break down from? Does this look like a shoulder, a big head and a shoulder? Yeah, kind of it does. So if you haven't already had a position in it, you might want to wait to see if it holds in this area. Maybe we wait for a breakout above 1250. If you are long, hold on. It could be a bumpy ride, but I really believe that once things are resolved, this is back up into the high teens, and eventually next year it goes up into the 20s. Reminds me of how Jazz Pharma was a couple of years ago. And Jazz has had some different times in its life where it looks like it was going to just totally roll over and die, like right in this area in here where we had that pop up, another high, and then it really looked like it was going to roll over in this area here, just to show you what I'm talking about. See, just similar. Looked like hell in here, rallied up, fell apart. People thought, oh, come on, they're never going to get their drugs approved. Kept rallying, and as you can see over the course of the next couple of years, really saw some nice gains. I think you're going to see something similar in Sippy. So let's get back to the daily on that. Amarin actually took a little bit of a hit this week. For those of you not in it, great opportunity to get the stock under 11. Still think, again, this is M&A related. GlaxoSmithKline owns Lovazo, which is the drug that already is approved for fish oil to lower cholesterol levels. So is Amarin's drug, is also already approved. And either they're going to sell it on their own, which I don't think will be bullish short term, or they're going to either license it out, or they're going to let the company get bought out. So I tend to think that even though it might look like crap in here, this is a good time to initiate positions. I think you see prices of $18 plus, so you're looking at 75% gains from this level if it does have gains. Arena, again, same boat with Vivus in the anti-obesity drug that they have. It's the safest of the three that have been approved. Orex, Rexagen is also the other company, but I don't really see them as a major player as much as I see Vivus and Arena. And this is actually a pretty positive, there we go, sorry, little channel that it's in. If it breaks above this area, which I unfortunately just broke that, erased that line, I think we go up to at least to that 12 to 13 area, and they're always talking about a buyout on this one as well. So liking Arena here. A&R, I did something a little silly, a little bit too soon. I sold some of the calls against our position. I should have waited a couple days. I sold it up in the middle here. I sold the $8 calls, lowering our course to $6.95. And hang on a second. I'm going to get rid of this like little line. Here we are here with Arena. I mean with A&R, Alpha Natural Resources. So this one was more of a trade. If it goes above 8, let them take it. I may, if this pulls in a little bit, I may buy in these 8 calls and maybe try and sell some of the 9s. So we're in a profit mode there. Research in Motion, our cost is $7.90. Here it is at $7.80. I don't know. I'm hanging in. I still think it's going to break through this line here and go up to at least 9 and change, maybe even 10. Rosetta Genomics is now below our cost. We initially bought at $5.48, then again at $6.15. Net cost $5.85. We had some really nice profits at one point. I let that kind of sink away. I wouldn't be surprised to see a washout and then a rally up, so still liking Rosetta. Ringo, love Ringo. I still think this thing is at least a double, but it's really good videos on it. Our net cost down here is 305. We're prepped to sell it at 6. If I can buy these options back, and these are October's, they expire this week. If I can buy them back for a nickel, I'm going to try and buy them back, and then write some November 7.5s against the position. Dendron, piece of junk. We're still holding it. OCZ, the bane of my existence. This has caused me, because of the loss we have in this, to such a high percentage that now the next time I have something where it's down over a third against me, I'm out completely. I'm going to play this to try and get back with just the 33% loss. Once we get back to that position, out we go. Very, very bad trade. Mea culpa on that one. Taking a look at Apple, which I did call a great short on Apple, but in order to stay within the realm of the day trading that I was looking to do on it, I did cover this for a small loss, and it did turn around and go my way, but can't take credit for it. I think even though they announced this iPad mini, I think it'll rally up, but I don't expect it to get past this line in the sand that we have up here, which is roughly right around the 649, 650 area. I think if we bump up around there, we don't break through, we roll over and go back down to the 585s. So someone told me to wait till it hits 700, and that'll be the last gasp, and they were right. I should have waited to 700, and I would have been holding the short all the way, and I would have looked like a genius. A genius. So what else? Priceline's taking its big hits. I think that one's continuing that roll. Maybe we hold in a little bit in here. Hewlett-Packard had taken a nice big crack. I think Hewlett-Packard, I'm going to see a lot of tax loss selling in this. We might get this down to into the 12s, but I think this company is going to be great to break up. They never should have bought that autonomy for billions and billions. I think the company is ripe for a couple companies to come in and swoop in and break up HP and kick it out of the Dow. So what do you think of that? So that's what I'm thinking. And I'm going to get rid of all these beautiful lines that I had in here. This looks all so nice and pretty, but guess what? None of them matter anymore when you're down this low. How low can we go? One of the other ones that I didn't see in here that I should put up here is also LCC. We've got some covered calls that I had mentioned that I had sold against our positions. LCC is the other one that we have. And let me just move this around. Here we go. Let me bring this in. We're agreeing to sell it at 12. Right now it's 11.36. Our net cost down here is around 10. Is it 10.05, 10.10, 10.07 is our net cost. So 10.07 to sell at 12, 20%. I'll take it. So other than that, I think this market probably comes down a little bit more. Let me just get into some of our other winning portfolios in here. S&P, I think we got a lot of room to come down to. Now, there's two ways to draw this line. I'm drawing it from this channel. Another way to look at it is if I drew it from that up here, you know, we're actually breaking through that. So wouldn't be surprised to see us break through, as I think that the other lines that are going to be a little bit more powerful are going to be this line in here. And actually, I'm going to let me draw another line just for a second. There, and this is just me drawing a line. In fact, I'm going to take this to an hourly and see if this can work with what I want to do. Yeah, here's the other thing I wanted to say that we've broken down from that I really didn't like. And we've already had the beginning of the month. I think we're going to probably come down to something like in here. Get them talking about 1400, 1405, 1407, a little bit more. There'll be special situations along the way. So that's basically it for a recap. Everyone have a good weekend. Again, go to our website. Actually, Walk and Talking. I did a lot more walking videos. So if I just go in here, I don't know if they're just going to do, yeah, here, we'll just go to my thing here. Here we go. Yeah, I did some more videos. I did some on Soda. I did one on Apple. Did one on Amazon. I did one on Arena. I'm going to be doing around 3 or 4 more. So just go to the Walk and Talking and click on the videos, and a lot of them pretty funny. got some really good responses. We got like 12 more followers just last night as a result. So, and also go to our website. We're going to be having a lot of webinars. I just got approved in Trader Kingdom, www. If you go to Trader Kingdom, they have a lot of really good experts in there. There's some really good people that are even better than me out there. Again, you know, I'm good at what I do, but there's some people that are really, really good. This is a list of all the people that are involved in Trader Kingdom. They got some really good traders, much more tenured. And then there's my picture of me. Yay, Mike Levin. Whoop-de-doo. But, you know, I have to tell you, I'm in some good company. I've worked with some of these people. And aside from there, go to our website, Genuine Trading. That is my website here. You're going to see I'm adding some new articles over the weekend. I'm going to be doing the Making Your Trading Website Part 2 is coming out. We're going to be doing webinars for investors for automated trading systems that are traded for you. And then I'm also going to be doing a webinar for automated discretionary systems where you get to use the system to decide whether you want to trade with it or not, or even to fade it. So if you have any questions, again, you could just go here to the homepage, go to contact, send me an email here, or you can go to mlevin@genuinetrading.com. You could schedule an appointment with me by clicking on this particular link, and it'll get my real-time availability. And what else am I thinking about? We also have the questionnaires that I'm doing a 2-hour trader tune-up, 1 hour to go over your record, what's going on with you trading-wise. Then we'll spend 1 hour actually live during market hours trying to help you trade better. Believe it or not, free for you because you know me. So all you have to do is just send me an email, mlevin@genuinetrading.com, and I'll be happy to help you. Alrighty? So everyone, have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk soon.